He knocks it through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 30. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game. And you find yourself ready down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. They're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
What's good? Shit, cooler.
Each team
playing in this parade.
Each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense. Running back Rashad White ready for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders.
Time you're going to be on tonight for this expansion draft.
He's right there among the best in the league. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
I know. He rushed it.
All even on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this.
Yeah.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
That was tough. Tough playoff run.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again.
I ain't say the finals.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
I seen they gave the AFC the win, and I said, oh, the West is sweet.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They run with White. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it's still...
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield, past the sticks, and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
To return, it's Nixon. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the league in rushing touchdowns. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right, that's Pitts. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. This one finds Peoples-Jones. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Brooks, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Xavier Worthy, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready. ready to go back to work. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
That's good for our Saints.
To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll throw out of the gun. That's the tight end. Hits. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. They'll struggle to get positive yardage here, only up to about the 5. Here's second and 9. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Yeah! And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Saints. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints up their lead. It's now 24-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns back within 10. It's now 24-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Nixon on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll begin here on the ground. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. A big hole. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to add on to his amazing total on the ground this year. That was number 25, closing in on the all-time record. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to White. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the air one more time. He'll find his running back, White. Can't fault the effort. He got half a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yards. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the first down. And they will turn it over on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners. As we say, so long from New Orleans.